Hi there. In this presentation, we help you understand the technology world, how it works, how to simplify it, where we are, and what will be the next big thing. There's a lot to learn. I will introduce to you a simple model that shows how everything connects to everything else. If you're lost in technology, you should watch this video. Stick to the end to see what will be the next big technology innovations changing our future the most. My name is Baldur Gudgeirsson and I'm the author of the book Technology Innovation. The book explains how technology innovation will shape our future. To make sense of technology, we will introduce you to a model for evaluating technology products. The structure is ground up with consumer information at the heart of the planning. We refer to this model as the strategic model of technology innovation. Let's get started. The key to understanding modern technology is understanding this model. Let's go through it and explain it. The model explains how technology products are delivered to users, and there are three main foundations. They are consumers and users, the structure, and the technology innovation origin. Consumer insights are the core driver of all changes. Throughout the thinking process, the consumer is at the center. The objective is to capture, create, and fulfill needs on a massive scale. Let's begin with explaining consumer insights. All thinking begins and ends with consumer insights. Consumers decide whether a product will be successful with their wallets. Therefore, the technology product must capture, create, and fulfill clear needs on a massive scale to be successful. The structure delivers the product to consumers. An internet network and a user platform form the basis of the structure. Let's start by explaining the user platform. The user platform is quite a crucial part of the whole structure because it's the place where the consumer gets in touch with the product. Whenever users interact with a product, their experience is based on the design of the user platform. A poor experience will lead to consumer absence. Platforms for users can take many forms. The future of modern user platforms will be interaction similar to how humans communicate with one another. Now, let's discuss the internet network, which is the other part of the structure. The internet is a global electronic communication network that enables computers to connect with each other and is open for everyone to access and use. The first part of the internet is the backbone and first mile. These are international links that span continents, undersea, by fiber optic cables or satellites. These are high-capacity data and transfer links that connect to large internet exchange points. Second is the middle mile, which is the regional network where internet service providers service the regional network through fiber optic cables, satellite, wireless, microwave, or cellular backhaul. These are also data center hubs and file storage systems. Lastly, the last mile is covered by local internet service providers. This last mile connection allows the end user to connect from anywhere, on the go, while traveling, in the car, to mobile phones, at home, or at the office. The last mile is the barrier to internet speed. Over time, we have been increasing connection speed from 56 kilobytes per second up to 9.6 gigabytes per second. For example, 3G provides 2 megabytes per second and 5G provides 10 gigabytes per second. The internet is used for almost everything, so cyber attacks, terrorist attacks, and hurricanes can cause catastrophic damage. Several aspects of the society would be affected, including food and water supplies, electricity, money transfer, and financial services. Therefore, the safe operation of the entire internet structure is one of the most critical priorities. We must have 100% internet uptime at all times. Next, we go through the technology innovation origin part of the model. There are 4 main categories of products, and every technology product has a firm place within the structure. The categories are Internet e-commerce, digitalization, functional mechanism, and intelligent augmentation. Let's go into the detail. The process begins with technology innovation. Technology innovation begins with an idea or a theory. An idea or a theory is not a real product. It is what we call theory telling. If we look at the technology innovation pathway, it begins with an idea or a theory, and a prototype is created and tested. Then the product proceeds through market introduction and hopefully becomes part of the market. The process takes time, is risky, and requires a lot of capital. It is common for technological innovations to overshoot their expectations of radical economic changes and how long they take to reach the market. Let's look at how technology innovations have progressed between 2020 and 2024. E-commerce is already a part of the market and it is gradually improving. Generative AI has transformed radically and has proven its fantastic market value through successful market introductions, potentially changing the world. Many markets are introducing drone taxis, changing how people travel from airports to cities. Autonomous vehicles are still in the development process and we do not know when or if they will become reality. Holograms are in excessive development, so it will be interesting to follow their progress. A humanoid robot is still a show-off, mimicking human movements and motions, showing facial impressions, gestures, and blinking eyes. Currently, they do not have any apparent needs that create value. The last is the greatest and most needed technological innovation of them all, nuclear fusion. And hopefully it will develop as fast as generative AI. The next step is to analyze technology products. There are so many ongoing technology innovations. The variety, complexity, and size of them are enormous. Our knowledge of the names is limited, and it's difficult to figure out which services they provide, how they function, and what consumer needs they capture. We are lost in confusion. Categorizing the products into appropriate categories simplifies everything. All technology products have their place within the structure. A final product must be classified in one of the 4 boxes based on its position in the origin structure. Revenue, potential buyers, and users of technology products behave similarly within the categories they are assigned. In other words, sales and profit opportunities can be evaluated based on their categories. Let us now look at the definition of the product categories. Each technology product can be assigned to one of 4 categories, and they are defined as follows. Internet e-commerce is buying or selling products and services, including payment transfers, over the internet network. Digitalization is utilizing digital technology to transform a business model, sales and service process, and operational process to build competitive advantages through streamlining. Functional mechanism are self-learning machines and robots that exploit smart sensors, devices, and wireless networks, helping machines to learn by themselves and discover by doing. Intelligent augmentation focuses on innovations in terms of providing better health and medicine, longer life expectancy, improved education, and intelligence and knowledge, and more. Products behave similarly within their assigned categories, and sales and profit opportunities can be evaluated based on their categories. More than 80% of technology revenue is generated by product under the e-commerce category. The products assigned to the digitalization and functional mechanism categories are mainly sold business to business. The intelligent augmentation category is the most aspirational. Let's look at examples of products within each category, starting with e-commerce. Let us begin with online retail shopping, which is divided into 3 subgroups. First is general grocery shopping, and second is food and drinks. Both of these groups provide sensitive products that require fast delivery. Last is retail box selling, offering products shipped anywhere in the world. Amazon is the largest retail box seller worldwide. The next group is digital products. The nature of digital products is that they have no tangible shape or form, so they can be stored and transformed electronically over the internet. These include digital music, digital books, video on demand, computer games, and e-sport, and we also have software and cloud products in this group. This includes the Microsoft Office products, Adobe Creative Cloud, and most generative AI products such as ChatGPT, and generative AI text products including photo and video, and language products, for example. Generative AI will be a success because it is in the e-commerce category. The next group is online booking and travel. The travel industry is one of the biggest service industries in the world. For the online booking and travel channel, the business model is commonly called e-broker aggregator business model. The e-broker is the middleman in the buying process, and he takes sales commission and manages and owns the user platform. First, we have hotel and accommodation, where the key players are Hotels.com, Orbitz, Hotwire, and Airbnb, for instance. Air tickets booking includes online websites such as Expedia, Dohop, Momondo, and Google Flights, for example. Concerts and theater ticket sales are Ticketmaster and Eventbrite. Then we have dine-out online websites and car rider services such as Uber, Lyft, Curb, and others. Then finally, we have online train tickets and bus ticket sales. To keep it simple, we have put 2 subgroups under e-commerce, but they are standalone groups and not defined as e-commerce. These groups are the social network and financial services. Now, let's take a closer look at them. Successful social media websites are designed to be traffic-driving, compelling, and engaging. The business model concept is that the more users and readers there are, the more appealing it is to advertisers through increased advertising reach. This business model is often referred to as the monetize model. There are 3 types of social networks: social media, search engines, and online newspapers. The second subgroup is financial services, which are the professional services provided by finance companies and institutions. Here we have set up 2 main groups: online banking and online insurance. The second product origin group is digitalization. Within that group are motorized gate control, self-service checkout, Internet of Things, visitor registration systems, global positioning systems or GPS, facial recognition systems, chatbot, connected vehicles, smart buildings, and smart cities, for example. The third group is functional mechanisms. Within that group are industrial robots, and they are primarily used to carry out exact programmable tasks on production lines. There are only a few million industrial robots in use around the world. Cobots are a short name for collaboration between robots and workers. There are few robots that the consumer needs are not clear, like this pet robot. The most advanced robot technology for consumer use is a vacuum cleaner named Roomba, produced by iRobot and founded in 1990. Autonomous vehicles are no longer the main focus in auto shows. They seem to be gradually fading out of focus. Drones do not need any costly road and connection infrastructure, so they can easily be adapted to the system as passenger and delivery drones. They will be a part of consumer choices when traveling from A to B. Then we have humanoid robots where the consumer needs are not explained in any detail. Finally, in this group we have 3D printing. The fourth group is intelligent augmentation. Within that group are quantum computing, cyborg technology, implantable electronics, systematic DNA mapping, stem cell engineering, computer-aided diagnosis, natural language processing, smart wearables, nanotechnology, intelligent fabrics, nuclear fusion reaction, exploring the universe, the metaverse and holograms, education, and cybersecurity. Now, let us explain artificial intelligence. Artificial intelligence is a computer software that mimics the function of the human brain. It uses technologies that are unlike those of humans to mimic human senses and circumstantial matters. The AI algorithm uses big data, radar, lidar, various types of sensors, cameras and speakers to act as a brain of a device or instrument. AI could be the operation system, the processing system, or a communication system as a part of another instrument. However, the most significant focus in AI is cognitive computing science, where the intent is to emulate the actual impression of human senses: hearing, sight, taste, smell, and touch, by exploiting machine learning algorithms. Cognitive computing integrates with all human senses and other circumstantial matters. It includes understanding time, location, meaning, length, weight, text content, language, grammar, regulations, objectives, cautions, targets, tasks, and goals, for example. Cognitive computing technology must be capable of drawing conclusions and performing rational reasoning across multiple sources. The system must be able to recognize sensor readings as well as structured and unstructured data. The systems must be programmed to self-learn without human interference and adjust to constantly fast-changing world information and reality. And the system must communicate easily through voice, gesture, touch, and sight. Now, let us go through consumer insights in greater detail. The consumer is king. The thinking must be ground up, starting and ending with consumer and user insights. The success of technological innovation is primarily due to its ability to satisfy consumer needs over and above their current choices. The needs will capture one or all of the following consumer values. It will increase convenience, save time, reduce cost, and improve quality. To succeed, there must be a clear consumer needs. Examples of consumer insight clear needs are renewable energy that costs 1/10 of current energy cost, reduce grocery shopping time, simpler home cooking and healthier food, do away with morning and afternoon traffic, eliminate airport check-in time, and find cure for cancer, Alzheimer, Parkinson, and diabetes. Most technology innovations are additional choices to current consumer selections that fulfill specific needs. Let us take few examples for how to evaluate technology innovation. Let us start with analyzing autonomous vehicles. When traveling from A to B, people have several choices. They can walk and use bicycles, scooters, motorbikes, cars, buses, trains, taxis, and other choices. In established markets, people spend 4% of their daily time traveling. In order to interact with a product, a consumer needs to have an occasion. There are several occasions when traveling from A to B. 65% of total occasions are associated with going to work. Other occasions are take kids to school, grocery shopping, go to lunch or dinner, general shopping, go to a meeting, visit friends and family, airport to and from city. One market shows that go to work occasion reveals that 44% go by car and 26% take the train, when other occasions are smaller. If we add a self-driving car to the equation, there are different values people are looking for based on each occasion. For example, when using a self-driven car when going to work, the needs and values are that people can use the drive time for leisure or work activities, and there is no need to spend time finding parking if that is required. Depending on type of occasion, people look for different values. The choices are based on many local factors that affect the decision people make. However, there are several options if we analyze the airports available for travel to and from the city occasion. One can take a bus, train, taxi driven by humans, a self-driven taxi, and the newest option, a passenger drone taxi, which take you to the city center in minutes. Now, let's discuss generative AI. It has transformed radically and has proven its great value through successful market introductions, potentially changing the world. We gain superpowers from computers as they are our assistants. The more capabilities they have, the more superpowers we gain. Expandable technology usage creates more jobs. We will have more capable people in companies working on generative AI that did not exist before. There could even be an AI department in every company. Organizational capabilities will increase, quality will increase, efficiency will surge, and service will increase, ultimately benefiting the consumer. Generative AI is a part of cognitive computing and can do marvelous things. There are various types of generative AI with different purposes, similar to Word, Excel, and PowerPoint, as they have different purposes. AI can generate text, language, voice and speech, images, videos, code, gesture, and designing, and read X-rays the same way as humans do, and it provides amazing and highest quality summary results in seconds, faster and more accurately than humans. Generative AI reduces cost, increases quality, and expands widespread usage within each specialized area. As a general rule for generative AI, if the traditional work takes 100 hours, then using generative AI, the work will only take 20 hours. Compared to traditional ways, this is quite a substantial savings. Many industries could benefit from generative AI as part of the regular work schedule. If an employee used to spend 40 hours a month on tasks that generative AI could replace, they would need 8 hours for these tasks and save 32 hours, which is 19% of their monthly time. Therefore, AI will not destroy that job. It is the same with Word, Excel, and PowerPoint, where employees don't use them 100% of the time. Generative AI is mostly sold business to business. However, generative AI will change how we browse the web. Generative AI can, for example, plan your vacation, make a daily schedule, order flight tickets, hotel, rent a car, and order your preferred restaurant for the entire journey. The same rule applies here also. The planning and arrangements will be spot on and take only a few minutes instead of hours. Finally, based on what we have explained so far, let us summarize what will be ahead in technology innovation. Let us explain what will be the next big business, what the radical technologies are, what the traditional technologies are, and what technologies will improve life expectancy. We summarize them in terms of their growth potential on the x-axis and how much revenue and profit they generate on the y-axis. Let's take a brief overview of this quadrant. Renewable energy through nuclear fusion will be the next big thing. It is the single most needed thing that will change the world the most. It will make energy easily accessible and affordable. Life will dramatically change. Cars, airplanes, and vessels, for example, will be sold with lifetime energy included and built in. Cognitive computing includes generative AI. Our search and use of the web will be transformed by cognitive technology. There will be a radical change in search engines as we know them. In a straightforward process, the World Wide Web will make a flawless plan for you. Order what you want and settle everything for you perfectly. This process will be spot on and happen in seconds. For market dominance, technology titans are putting their full attention on payment services. When you control payment services, you have access to a wealth of other opportunities. We are patiently waiting for cure for cancer, Alzheimer, Parkinson, and diabetes. It is just a matter of time. If you live 5 more years, it's not unlikely you can add 10 years to that timeline.